The next morning, they went to the hospital. It was quiet, the walls painted in dull white, the smell of medicine thick in the air. When they got to the ward, they found Steve lying on the bed. His face was pale. His eyes were sunken. His lips were dry. Beside the bed was the same woman Lizzy had seen before, Steve's wife. She held a crying child in her arms. When she saw Lizzy, she stood up quickly. "Good morning, Ma," she said. Steve looked at Lizzy. His eyes watered. I came to see," Lizzy said calmly. "Not to comfort." Steve nodded slowly. "I understand." He tried to sit up but winced in pain. "I've made too many mistakes," he said. "I lost everything. The business, the money, the house. Audrey left me when the money finished. Then I tried to go back to selling again. I fell into fraud. I was arrested. I went to prison. Now this." Desmond remained silent, holding Lizzy's hand firmly. Steve looked at both of them. "Seeing you like this, Lizzy, successful, happy. I just want to say I'm sorry. I was foolish. I didn't see what I had." Lizzy sighed. "No, you saw it. You just didn't value it." Tears rolled down his cheeks. "I don't want money," he said. "I just wanted to say it with my own mouth before I die." Lizzy's voice softened a little. "You won't die, Steve. God will give you a second chance. But what you do with that chance is up to you." He turned his face away, ashamed. Lizzy turned to his wife. "What do you need right now?" "Money for dialysis," she whispered. "We've done only one session. We need 2 more this week." Lizzy nodded. "Send me the bill." Desmond glanced at her. She gave him a short nod, and he didn't argue. They left the hospital quietly. As they walked to the car, Desmond asked gently, "You're sure about this?" Lizzy smiled weakly. "Helping him doesn't mean I've forgotten what he did. It just means I've healed." That evening, Lizzy transferred the money. Then she blocked Steve's number permanently. It was not revenge. It was peace. A week later, she received a text message from Steve's wife, "Thank you for everything, Ma. Steve is responding well. God bless you and your family forever." She didn't reply. She just placed her hand on her belly, feeling the baby kick. A new life was growing. A new chapter was unfolding. And the past, she had finally closed its door. The final months of Lizzy's pregnancy came with mixed emotions. She was excited but also nervous. Every morning, she woke up feeling heavier and slower. But her smile remained, and her joy only grew. Desmond became extra protective. He would check her pulse with his smartwatch, remind her to drink water every hour, and would not allow her to climb stairs without him holding her hand. "Desmond," Lizzy laughed one afternoon, "I'm pregnant, not broken." "Yes," he said. "But you're carrying a royal baby, so I must protect both the queen and the child." Amy was also by her side almost every day, acting like a second midwife. She even downloaded pregnancy apps and followed Lizzy's progress like a proud aunt. By now, Lizzy's tailoring students had started calling the baby Baby Touch, since the fashion academy was Lizzy's touch. Everyone was waiting. One evening, as Lizzy rested on the couch, she felt a sharp kick. "Ouch," she said, holding her belly. Desmond rushed to her side. "What is it? Is it time?" Lizzy smiled. "No. This one just kicked like he's playing football." Desmond knelt beside her, placed his hand on her belly, and whispered, "Baby, take it easy. We'll see you soon." The next day was a baby shower. Amy had planned everything without telling Lizzy the details. When Lizzy arrived at the academy hall, she was stunned. The place was filled with flowers, balloons, cakes, and soft music. All her students, staff, and friends were there. Even some women from her church came. They wore pink and white. And across the wall was a banner that said, "Welcome, baby touch. Your kingdom awaits you." Tears filled Lizzy's eyes as she hugged Amy. "You did all this?" Amy laughed. "Of course. Who else would throw a royal shower for my bestie?" There were games, prayers, food, and heartfelt speeches. One of the students, Zinni, stood and said, "Auntie Lizzy, you didn't just teach me how to sew. You taught me how to live. I pray your baby brings you as much joy as you've brought to all of us." Everyone clapped. Lizzy wiped her eyes again. That night, Lizzy sat on the balcony with Desmond. The sky was full of stars. "Do you think I'll be a good mother?" she asked. Desmond turned to her. "Lizzy, you've mothered so many already, your students, your staff, even Amy sometimes." They both laughed. "You are more than ready," he added. "This child is lucky." Just then, Lizzy felt a sharp pain. She grabbed her stomach. "Ow, was that another kick?" Desmond asked, worried. "No," she said, breathing hard. "This one feels different." Within 10 minutes, the pain returned, stronger this time. "Desmond," she said calmly but firmly. "I think it's time." He didn't panic. He had rehearsed this moment over and over. He grabbed the hospital bag, helped her to the car, and called the doctor on the way. At the hospital, the nurses moved quickly. Lizzy was taken into the delivery room, and Desmond waited outside, pacing back and forth. It felt like time had stopped. After what seemed like forever, a nurse came out smiling. "Congratulations, sir," she said. "It's a healthy baby boy." Desmond's knees almost gave way. "Can I see her?" "Soon. She's resting now." When he finally entered the room, Lizzy was lying down, tired but glowing. In her arms was a tiny, sleeping baby wrapped in a blue blanket. Desmond stood frozen for a second, his eyes wet. "Come," she said, her voice soft. He walked slowly to the bed and sat beside her. She handed him the baby. He took the child gently, held him close to his chest, and whispered, "Thank you, God." Lizzy smiled. "His name is Nathan. It means gift from God." Desmond kissed her forehead. "Nathan Okofor. Our little king." The room was quiet except for the sound of the baby breathing. Peace. Love. Family. That night, as Lizzy held her baby and Desmond held her hand, she whispered, "After all I've been through, this moment is the reward." And indeed, it was. Life after baby Nathan's arrival was beautiful but also different. Very different. Gone were the quiet mornings. Now, Lizzy's day started with the sound of tiny cries at 3 a.m., diapers that needed changing, and lullabies whispered in the dark. At first, she struggled. Sleep became a luxury, and even brushing her hair felt like a big achievement. One afternoon, Amy came over and found Lizzy dozing off on the couch with Nathan on her chest. "Huh. Madam CEO, see your hair like small mad woman," Amy said, laughing as she tiptoed closer. Lizzy opened her eyes halfway and grinned. "Please don't judge me. If you don't carry this baby, I'll pretend I didn't hear anything." Amy carried Nathan carefully. "Chai, he looks just like Desmond. See his nose, abeg." Lizzy stood up slowly and stretched. "I haven't slept well in days. I've forgotten what peace sounds like." Amy chuckled. "Welcome to motherhood." Despite the stress, Lizzy adored Nathan. Every coo, every yawn, every tiny grip of his fingers melted her heart. Desmond was hands-on too. Every evening, he would return from work and take over baby duties while Lizzy showered or rested. He called Nathan his little boss. "I work for this guy now," he joked one night as he rocked Nathan to sleep. "He doesn't pay salary, but he controls everything." Lizzy laughed. Maybe he can give you a promotion if he sleeps through the night. Their love deepened with parenthood. They no longer had time for long dinner dates or spontaneous road trips, but they found joy in simpler things, like dancing in the kitchen while Nathan watched from his rocker, or whispering prayers over him as he slept. Meanwhile, the academy continued to run smoothly under Emmy's care. She managed the instructors, handled client orders, and sent regular updates to Lizzy. One afternoon, Emmy came to visit with her laptop. "You won't believe this," she said, placing the laptop on Lizzy's table. "What?" Lizzy asked, feeding Nathan. "CNN Africa wants to feature you. They saw the Bold Africa article and some of your Instagram videos. They want to do a documentary on your journey." Lizzy's mouth fell open. "Me? On CNN?" "Yes. They said they've been following your story. They want to showcase successful African women who rose from nothing." Tears welled in Lizzy's eyes. This is bigger than I imagined." Emmy grinned. "It's your season, Lizzy. Shine with your full chest." The crew from CNN arrived a week later. They spent 2 days filming Lizzy at home, at the academy, and in the community where she had started. They interviewed her former customers, some of her early students, and even Emmy. When the documentary aired, it was titled "The Woman Who Sewed Her Way to the Top." The world saw Lizzy's one-room tailoring space, the pain of being used and forgotten, and the rise of a woman who never gave up. Comments poured in from all over the world. One message read, "I am a widow in Kenya. After watching your story, I've reopened my small shop. You gave me courage." Another said, "You made me believe again. God bless you, Madam Lizzy." Lizzy sat in bed that night, baby Nathan asleep beside her, reading the messages. Desmond leaned over and kissed her head. "You see, this is more than fashion. You're changing lives." "I just followed my heart," she said softly. "And that's what makes you special." That weekend, Lizzy hosted a small celebration at the academy for her staff and students. "I didn't get here alone," she told them. "Every stitch, every late night, every word of encouragement from you brought us here. This success is not mine alone. It's ours." After the speech, Emmy pulled Lizzy aside. "I know you're still healing from many things. But I'm proud of how you turned your pain into purpose." Lizzy hugged her. "You've been my backbone, Emmy." "Thank you." As the sun set that day, Lizzy sat on the balcony with Nathan in her arms, looking at the sky. She whispered, "You came into my life as a miracle. And now, everything finally makes sense." And in that quiet moment, with the wind blowing softly and the sounds of laughter echoing from the academy, Lizzy knew she was not just surviving anymore. She was truly living.
I hope you enjoyed the tale. If so, please like the video, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Also turn on your notification to get more enchanted tales like this one. Goodbye.